Hello, family. Thank you once again for joining Empowerment Network. This evening is a very wonderful one. Great topic, great people, wonderful team. So let's see how it goes with Mike joining us tonight. Hi, Mike. Hello, guys. Andy Collins.
Hello, greetings everyone. Yeah, again.
Yeah, sure. So thank you guys for joining. And if you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. If you have any question, ask. And if what we're saying sounds interesting to you, ask more questions and get help. We're just here to share our passion and get somebody join us if they want to. So thank you. As the topic goes, the power of digital transformation. We would like to see or to hear from you guys on the chat. What comes to mind when you saw this topic or when you see the topic digital, the power of digital transformation? So let's hear first from our brother Collins in the house. Tell us, Collins, what is it all about? What is digital transformation all about?
Yes, so thank you, Star Comfort. Just to greet Mike Ellis, yeah, and Andy. Yeah, this is really a powerful statement. And when we look at digital transformation, so now we are in the digital era. We are in the digital area. Everything is moving digital. Every business, for you to be able to succeed, you must go digital, regardless, or you pack your bag and go home. We've seen a lot of companies, they refuse to transform digitally and they fold up. So what is digital transformation? They say digital transformation is the integration of digital technology into all areas of a business, fundamentally changes how you operate and deliver value to your customers. That is one. It is also a cultural change. So digital transformation is not only that, there is also a cultural change that require organization to continuously challenge the status quo, experiment, and get comfortable when they fail. So you must get comfortable when you failed. So it's a cultural change as well. So when you look at it, most company, what are we talking now? We are building IT solution, tailor them to customer need. So they can easily, so it's about putting the customer at heart. First time, IT companies used to build for themselves and then go and ask the customer, do you want to say no, no, no. Now it's about asking the customer, what do you really want? How do you operate your business? What can we offer you? And they said, we want ABC, and they transform it, to your business so you can easily service your customers and the people around you. So I will just leave that short definition. Maybe Mike Ellis or Comfort, let me give it back to you.
Yeah, sure. Before we give it back to Mike and Andy, yeah, would you describe on passive as that kind of business that has customer first at heart and all of
Yes.
those?
So if we look at what OnPassive is doing, Mr. Ashmofara look at the customers first. He's someone who is really good at this. He look at all the gaps of everything, and said, all right, these are the gaps, because most of it is just about themselves profitability, but less of the time they put the customer first. So OnPassive came now, with the mindset of putting value to the customer. Let's give value to the customer. It's about driving the customer with a lot of value. And this is transforming. So OnPassive is transforming the digital world with the latest and modern technology you can ever imagine. For instance, we can see the like of O Connect we're talking about. Look at it very well. Most of us have seen it. That is 100% digital transformation, putting the customers at heart, giving them so much value so they can be able to operate their business.
Thank you so much. I think I like one of the statements you said a lot, but this one stood out. The fact that OnPassive is transforming the digital world with the most state-of-the-art technology. I think I appreciate that. So as to introduction, Andy and Mike, I'll just let you go from any angle. Would you want to add to what Colin says, or do you want to maybe define it in your own terms? It's up to you guys. Andy, you may go first, please.
Yeah,
Oh, all
Andy,
right, Mike, come on.
go ahead, Andy. You go first. That's
All right.
fine.
I think of it a slightly different way, and Marty made a very good comment today. A lot of people are frightened about artificial intelligence and what it will do. Or we're going to lose jobs. We're going to lose jobs. Marty made a very good point today. When we, moved across from horse-drawn carriages to cars, everyone said, "Oh, we're going to lose jobs, lose jobs." No, because thousands of new jobs are going to be created. So this digital transformation that we're undertaking, or ONPASSIVE is undertaking, it means that there are the mundane jobs that we don't want to do, humans don't want to do, will be taken up by AI. But that will mean that there will be other opportunities that will spring from it. So from our point of view, from ONPASSIVE's point of view, we've created a suite of products that makes life easier, that takes away a lot of the issues that we have when we're at work. Yeah, single sign-on is a great example of that. You don't have to log into something, then log out again, log into something else. You don't have lots of different costs for lots of different software, because a lot of these things are under one roof. So the staff, for instance, encompasses a lot of things or everything that an HR management system would need. But it means that you have a single sign-on instead of having to go in and out of different things and have different payments for different software. So that's what I see as a digital transformation, because unless you keep up with the movement, like Colin said, the companies are going to get left behind. So we are already ahead of the curve, and that's the key here. Over to you then, Mike.
That was powerful. Thank you so much. Mike, it's yours now.
Thanks, Comfort. This is a terrific topic, digital transformation. If you understand digital transformation, number one, you understand ONPASSIVE, and more importantly, you understand what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you. And in the end, that's what matters. What is ONPASSIVE going to do for you? If you've just listened to Comfort and Andy and Collins, you have a really, really good idea of what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you. As we look at digital transformation, I always want to focus on you all, and I want to give you an idea. Collins talked a little bit about business. What is it going to do for business? What is business going to do? What are they going to come in? How are they going to interact with ONPASSIVE in digital transformation? But I want to talk about the individual, because it is just as powerful as the business side of digital transformation. And I'll get to that in just a second. But personally, as we look at individuals coming in and using the products of ONPASSIVE and changing how they interact online and personally with other people, it really is as big a market as the business side of digital transformation. And I'll talk about that very, very quickly. It'll blow your mind. But when we talk about individual transformation, you are looking at it right now. If you look at Comfort today, she is doing a podcast. That's what people call this today. It is a podcast. What's on your podcast? I do my podcast. Today, Comfort is known by tens of thousands of people, if not hundreds of thousands of people, because of what she does. Before ONPASSIVE came into her life, I doubt very seriously that Comfort had an audience of 100, right? If you look at Andy also is known by tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people today. If you look at Collins, and that's because Andy is a numbers guy. If you want to know the numbers of ONPASSIVE, you talk to Andy. If you want to know about ONPASSIVE, you talk to Comfort. If you want to know the technical side of ONPASSIVE, you talk to Collins. All of this is digital transformation. And Collins today, I know hundreds of thousands of people know who Collins is. Why? Because he's very, very good at what he does. When we talk about individual digital transformation, it's giving us all the ability not only to disseminate our information out into the world, but it's giving us the ability to monetize what we do. And the best way to monetize anything today is ONPASSIVE, and I'll talk about that very, very quickly. But the individual digital transformation of each one of us, really, really important. And even though you might not see it in your own life yet, it will come. And it'll come in the way you communicate with individuals, with the way you put information out there, a lot of different ways that you might not have thought about. And because of ONPASSIVE, believe me, you can take this to the bank. Believe me, your life will change. So let's look at the numbers just very, very quickly. Digital transformation. And Colin said it earlier. Companies today are scrambling to do digital transformation for their company. Why? Again, Colin said it. If they don't do it, they will not be able to compete. It is simple as that. If you can't incorporate the technology of the day, have it interacted, have it working together, you will not be able to compete. I think it was in 2021, right in there. I forget the exact date. But that year, companies spent $1 trillion trying to transform their companies by digital transformation. That's a lot of money. Of that $1 trillion, $800 billion was washed down the drain. They couldn't do it. They absolutely could not do it. This is digital transformation. It is a very, very difficult thing to do. And it is the genius behind ONPASSIVE. When you understand digital transformation, you understand what ONPASSIVE is doing. You understand what Ash Mufareh is doing. You understand just how genius it is, because Mr. Mufareh has made it so simple for companies to come in, do the digital transformation, and get their company running seamlessly. $1 trillion, they lost $800 billion. Okay? What's going to happen with those individuals when they see what ONPASSIVE is doing? They are going to flock in. That is the business side of ONPASSIVE, the business side of digital transformation. And I said very, very early on, I think the personal side is as big as the business side in digital transformation. I think it also is a $1 trillion industry. Okay. 1 and 1 is 2. That's $2 trillion. How much of that market are we going to take? I don't know. Maybe we take 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. I don't know. But with ONPASSIVE, and this is where it gets very, very interesting for you, it becomes very, very personal. ONPASSIVE, as they bring this business in, we know that all the business that ONPASSIVE brings in goes through us. A certain percentage of those sales that ONPASSIVE is going to be bringing in is going to go into your organization. What happens when that sale goes into your organization? You make a commission. ONPASSIVE did all the work, put the sale in your organization, you get the commission. Well, what happens after that? Most of these products are monthly products. They pay monthly. Every time an individual or corporation or government comes in and pays for the products of ONPASSIVE in your organization, you get paid. What do they call that? I'll let you think about that for a little while, but it's really, really good. So as we think about digital transformation, it is something we all have to do. It is something, and it's not even that we have to do it. We're doing it. We're doing it here with Comfort and Collins and Andy. We're doing it right now. It is something that is going to happen organically. That is ONPASSIVE. It is organic. And when you think about ONPASSIVE, when you think about how organic it is, when you think about the digital transformation, you think about how it's going to go viral, and it will. And what does that do for you and I? And really, that's the bottom line. What is it going to do for you? What is it going to do for me? Mm-hmm. Digital transformation. Never forget those two words. They are so powerful. And I'll leave it there and let you all come on in and add to it. But it's something that literally is going to change your life. And I don't think it's going to be that long. I think it's going to, in fact, I think it's right at your doorstep right now. And that's all I'll go with. That's as far as I'll go with that right now. Go ahead, guys.
Oh my God, this is just mind-blowing, guys. Why not share so that other people can benefit from this? Mike, you made it very simple. I never looked at it like how it impacts me as an individual, but then you make it so simple and it's so easy to understand. Thank you so much. So, Collins, I know that Mike touched on this as if he read my mind. However, I want you to go on that again before Andy pops in. What exactly would digital transformation do to businesses? How is it going to impact businesses? Do you want to unmute yourself? If you're talking to us, please.
Sorry. Yeah. So when Mike was talking, I was listening. And it's really good. So I was looking about the impact of digital transformation to the world. not only to the business climate, but to individual, all of us. And I just want to pick out one ONPASSIVE product. Remember, Mr. Ash Mufara, we have O Connect now in the market. It's about video conferencing platform. Yes, we have a lot out there. But see the way Mr. Ash Mufara have taken it one step further. Speech-to-speech translation. That's, you can speak and the system will translate it based on your geolocation, or you can click a button and say, oh, I'm a French speaker. And you get that real-time translation. It means the system analyzes the data real-time and gives response without you leaving the seat. That's digital transformation. Now we're talking about mobile app responsiveness. We're talking about mobile and desktop. See the way Mr. Ash Mufara is thinking. We cannot leave it like that. It means we are not prepared to transform and move every business one step further. In this scenario, people can stay at any part of this globe and still work from home, do whatever they do, have meeting, you know, and they can just speak the language. And you can do it on your mobile phone because we have mobile responsiveness, desktop responsive, app responsiveness, and web application responsiveness, because everything is being hosted on the cloud. Without the cloud, there is no way you can do that. So that's how it goes. So it will really transform most of the market. Lot. The value is really there. That's only one product, O Connect. What about O Mail? Digital transformation, video mailing. You know, they look at it and say, you know what, why can't we add more value? So you are transforming the business world and our personal individual life to make it as much easier as possible for people to be able to communicate without having any barrier. We say, oh, language barrier or anything. You don't need to move again yet, but everything is just come in front of you. So they bring in technology to your own home. So you don't have to go and fetch for it. It is coming to you. That's what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing. ONPASSIVE is bringing technology to you. And you will see it in front of you until there is no way you can escape it, because it's so good to turn it down. So that is really it. Looking at all these points, that is how technology is transforming the world. And Mr. Ash Mufara is taking it every day one step further. Looking at the way they can improve life and add more value, taking all those manual steps and said, why not giving it simple? Why not one click instead of double click? Click here, I'll give you just one step scenario for you to click and you are there. Like Andy said, single sign-on. You remember this? I said we have single sign-on, but we are not thinking about single sign-out. So that is digital transformation in real time, because the brain is just working to add more and say, what if we add this? What if we add this? What will happen to the business? You know, because a lot of business want what? They want a lot of quick turnover. They want to minimize loss and maximize profit. Why not come into ONPASSIVE? It give you that real time to do all of that, because this technology is latest and it's so good with everything we are talking. And everything we are saying here is true. We've seen it every day as technology is moving. As I always said, if you don't move with time, this technology with time, you'll be left behind. You yourself will be left behind. You are leaving yourself behind. Not only ONPASSIVE is doing it. If you don't move with technology, then you will be left behind. So I'll leave you the comfort.
Guys, this is what you get when you put three powerful men together. So let's just absorb this as much as we can. So Andy, I leave it up on whatever angle you want to pop in. It's all yours, bro.
Okay. The last time that anyone did anything remotely similar to this was Microsoft, when they put PowerPoint, Word, and Excel together under something. But there is a massive difference here. And first of all, we have currently somewhere in the region of 5.3, 5.4 billion people that could use our products and should use our products, because they're the ones that have connection to the internet. So that's a marketplace of 5.4 billion today. By the end of the year, it'll be 6 billion, because more and more people are coming on board to use the internet every day. And connectivity is everything. So we have an archaic structure. I'm going to say we have an archaic structure currently with the teaching, with the way things are taught. We're taught in school, but then if you look at some of the poorer countries, they do not have the same facilities that we do in the West. So if you've got a product called Academy that actually allows anybody across the globe to learn online, you transform the entire marketplace. Okay, now, as I said, we've got potentially 5.3 or 5.4 billion customers today. But the key here, and no other company has ever done this, let's take the smaller companies and individuals. Email marketers, for argument's sake, that's a good one. Email marketers are going to see their business totally change. Now, why is that? Well, first of all, at the moment, they probably pay for a marketing system, a software that sends out emails on a daily basis. That costs money. And the more people that you put into that system, the more it costs. So how about a system where it's unlimited, but by the way, I will actually start paying you to use the product as you take customers on board? Well, there isn't another company on the planet that's done that. So you have not only a system that is far superior and at a far lower price point, and I love that phrase that Mike uses on a regular basis, lower price point. Okay, so we have this lower price point, far superior. Why would anyone go? In fact, as word spreads, Mike said it earlier, things go viral. Everybody in the market gets to hear about it. Why haven't I got it? Why aren't I using it? Yeah, we've got a social media platform, Onet, and I don't know about you, but I don't like being told that my privacy laws keep changing every 5 minutes. And by the way, they suppress information if they don't like what you say. No, I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that you can groom children or cyberbully. We don't do any of that either. And we don't sell bogus stuff because you have to prove who you are. So this is another system that's transforming the current system and getting away from the old, outdated, corrupt system. And that I love. Back to you, Comfort.
Oh my God. Mike, unfortunately, I'm going to keep you again because this is the last round. So at the end, you need to speak the last because you are our guest of honor today. So kindly just hold on for us, please. Let them go back first. Then we'll give you the last speak chance.
Yeah, no, that's fine. However you want to do it, Comfort. And remember, everybody, Comfort instigated all of this. Without Comfort's conference here, this wouldn't happen. That is individual digital transformation. Very powerful. Go ahead, Comfort. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. So, Collins, I don't know you just want to come. If there's any other thing at all that comes to mind, go for it. Or if you want to quickly say something about the extension of the exercise, go for it. So we come back and end with Mike, please. We would like you to unmute yourself, though.
I always mute myself. We are now in the digital era, and things are moving really fast. You know, if we look at where we were in ONPASSIVE and where we are now, you know, things have just moved really, 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 really fast. That is digital transformation. Every day, new things in the market. Every day, they just want to make our life easy. Remember that ONPASSIVE is an IT technology company. So I call it software development global, driven by AI, and everything is automated. The moment you just think about that concept of an AI technology company building software, you know, it will just blow your mind. You know that you are really in a good place. But then I'll just leave it there for Mike to take. So the context ends on Sunday. So please, if you've not done it, try to go in, make sure you just do it to push it. But if you don't want to do it, no worries. There's no problem. There is no pass or fail if you do it. But when you do it, you know what? You build your own business, you put ONPASSIVE first, and the more you give that exposure to ONPASSIVE, you know what will happen. You sharing the opportunity, you've blessed somebody. Remember, you just bless somebody. If somebody can take the opportunity to come in, it's not about the money, 21,000 or 10,000. No, it's about giving someone a lifetime opportunity in ONPASSIVE. So I will leave it there, Comfort. Thank you very much.
All right, over to you, Andy.
I love this competition. I think it's fantastic, and I'll tell you for why. Everybody does the lottery, right? And we always hope, wrong word, but we always hope to win the lottery. We never will, because it's a 150 billion to 1 or something stupid. You come into a competition, it's 20,000. All right, there's several prizes in there, or 21,000. Several prizes in there. The top prize 10,000. Okay, we have around about 2.5, maybe 3 million people that have gone in for this. I know Mike hasn't, because he wouldn't be able to win it. But so the odds not only are much better, but the thing is, now you're in, now you've won. So that's like winning the lottery anyway, because this will build a business for you. If you want to build it as well, great, because that means you'll reach your goal sooner. But becoming an affiliate means that the company will put customers in your customer base, and therefore you win. End of. So this is lottery stuff. Yeah. Going for the competition, share it on a regular basis, and let's get the customers in, because that it helps everybody. Over to you, Mike. I'll let you have the last word.
Yeah, Mike, before you go, there's something you said last time when I was watching your video. If you like, you can go on this to let us know if this has to do with digital transformation. You said Mr. Mufara and his team are banking customers for us. I'm not sure if they're the exact words, but I hope you get that. So just tell us your mind, please, from any other.
Yeah. Are we okay for time, Comfort, or do I need to hurry?
No, go. Just go.
Okay,
We'll put you all the time you need, please.
Yeah. ONPASSIVE right now, they are banking customers for each and every one of us. Okay. ONPASSIVE today, there are 1.1 million founders, and above and beyond that, there are another million individuals that have come in and are affiliates. All of us are customers, and ONPASSIVE continues to grow ONPASSIVE, bring people in and bank those people. They have not been distributed yet. Nobody knows who's going under who, period. I don't know how many customers I'm going to have. You don't know how many you're going to have. But all of the people that are coming into ONPASSIVE, they're put in a vault. They're right there. And as we launch the paid products to the world, those individuals get distributed to those individuals that are participating with ONPASSIVE. So you are going to get customers coming into your organizations, and you are going to make a commission. Now, I can't talk about the commission structure. I mean, I could, but I won't. I can't talk about how I envision it. I don't know. Ash hasn't shared that with us, although I have an idea of how it's going to work. But we'll let Mr. Mufara come out and talk about that. Believe me, and he's said this many, many times, you will not be disappointed. Believe me, it's going to be extremely powerful what Mr. Mufara does and how that's going to impact every life in ONPASSIVE. And that includes the individual that came in yesterday and the individual that came in 5 years ago. I listened to you all talk, Comfort and Andy and Collins, and I just go, wow. I mean, there are so many layers of the onion in ONPASSIVE. Andy throws stuff out, I could go there. Collins throws out, I could go. Comfort, you throw stuff out there, and I'm going, what do I talk about? Where do I go? It is so powerful. And each one of these concepts that these individuals throw out there, they're very, very important, guys. They really are. But I heard a saying the other day, and the saying is, be outside the game. And I thought about that for a little while, and the individual who threw it out there, she was very, very good. And I'm going, well, that is ONPASSIVE. Be outside the game. And when you're outside the game and you're not competing with anybody, you don't have to compromise. And because of what Mr. Mufara has done, because of the way he's approached business, and if you look at business throughout the world, it's pretty monolithic. It's pretty much the same. All businesses do the same things. maybe in a little different way, but they get to the same place the same way. And Mr. Mufara threw that out the window. He really did. He came into ONPASSIVE with the idea, what can I do for you? And he didn't think about the money, how much it would cost to do what he needed to do for you. He didn't think about how much money is going to be coming in. All of it was irrelevant. His goal was, what can we do for individuals out there that need our help? And really, that was his impetus. And that's what he did. And he really started ONPASSIVE outside the game. And because of that, he's never had to compromise. And because of that, he's always given people what they want. And if you can give people what they want, they will flock into ONPASSIVE. And each one of us here can relate to that, because we've been in for quite a while. And we've seen what's happened as the concepts and the philosophy of Mr. Mufara has gotten out there, how it has just grown exponentially. And Andy just talked about that a little bit more, which it just blows your mind. What's going to be happening in ONPASSIVE? Mr. Mufara did it for you. And when I say that, initially when people come in and they hear that, they go, no, nobody does that. Nobody's done anything for me. Nobody's going to help me. But the more you learn about ONPASSIVE, the more you listen to Collins and Andy and Comfort, the more you understand what ONPASSIVE is doing, you're going to get a profound understanding that, yeah, he really does want to help me. And the only one that can stop you from changing your life is you. And that's as Collins talked about, if you do nothing. But if you come in and you start to participate on ONPASSIVE, and this contest is a great way to start. You just come in and join the contest, and you get a position in ONPASSIVE. It's a free position. And as ONPASSIVE launches the products to the commercial world, they go to work for you. This is a no-brainer, because it's so easy to make that decision. But as you come in and you learn more about ONPASSIVE, you're going to understand what it's going to do for you. And for me, that's always what I try and stress. I already know what it's going to do for me. I know what it's going to do for Collins and Andy and Comfort. And by the way, they're smiling for a reason. And you can have that same smile. That is ONPASSIVE. That's what they're going to be doing. Come on in. Enjoy the water. It's really, really good. Go ahead, Comfort. Unmute.
Wow. It's been a wonderful evening indeed. Time well spent. I really do appreciate you three. And thank you, Mike, for coming. Everybody's quite happy. You can tell from the comments in the comment section. So guys, let's just go ahead, make use of this powerful information by sharing, so that people should know what stuff we are made of. Some people are still out there because they don't know that this is how big we are, and then they need to listen to this. Thank you, family, and see you again really soon. Thank you, guys. Bye.